What's good, G Life? It's your boy M Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And possible share and all that stuff because it does help my channel. And check out the playlist. We'll have other videos in their own folders. Now, what I wanted to talk about was a gangster's behavior or people understanding the gangster behavior. Because people do understand it, because people have acted like these individuals, at one point or another. They just blindly don't see it. And of course, people are not going to want to see their errors or, what they consider right or wrong. You get what I mean? Because when we're talking about people's behaviors, it's a overall. We're talking about behavior in general, an overall view on behavior. But people want to pick and choose when to add the so-called what's bad behavior and what's good behavior, into their arguments. Example. This is just an example. This is not here to take shots at nobody or nothing like that, but this is just an example. They say they don't like gang members because they kill people, right? It's bad to kill people. Thou shalt not kill. Another individual doesn't have the right to take another individual's life. And that's one of the main things why people hate gang members. They destroy families because people die and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so from what I got from that is that murder's bad in general. So how come people don't have a problem with the death penalty? I mean, when you're voting on all that and participating when you're a juror or whatever, that's like you squeezing the trigger because your vote is going to take another individual's life. And in general, like people say, no one has the right to take another individual's life. Yet right there, it's fine and dandy, and there's no problem. Even have the nerve to put their hand on the Bible and recite and then still go and do things like that. Not only that, war heroes. People praise war heroes, right? They get their own holidays and everything. There's no shot at the veterans, and the military, I actually, I give them their props for what they do and glad that they fight for our country. But the thing is, in war, people shouldn't praise anybody because people die. People die for absolutely no reason why they should have died. Like they say, what are you talking about? They defended our country. It's different. No, it's not. How many innocent people die because of war? Like when we dropped the bomb on Japan, the 2 nuclear bombs, how many millions of people, innocent people that had absolutely nothing to do with what the government's choices were, they were not responsible for Pearl Harbor. They had nothing to do with it. They were just everyday civilians going about their life, and we killed millions. For what? For nothing at all. In Afghanistan and Iraq, people die in these streets. Innocent people die on these streets on a daily. When the military is having gun battles with ISIS or Al Qaeda or any of those terrorist organizations. These fools are having gun battles in villages. How many innocent women and children and civilians die? And for what? What did they have to do with war? What did they have to do with the government's actions or any of that? You get what I'm saying? Like they had absolutely nothing to do with that. Yet people, go ahead and praise them. You get what I'm saying? Like they go ahead and they even have celebrations and holidays, and it's like, how are you gonna celebrate? So many deaths on the table. So many innocent people dying but there's no problem there. How come? Why? You know what I mean? Or these countries come and literally claim lands that are not theirs and set up rules and all of that. When it's like, who says that this is your land? You guys literally came, slaughtered a bunch of people, and claimed this shit for your own. But then there's a problem that gang members do it. People don't understand why gang members do it, but they understand why countries and military do it. That doesn't make any sense. If we're talking about overall behavior, these lands, they say the streets weren't ours. These lands were not theirs. They kill innocent people. These fools are killing innocent people too. Like, okay, how are people gonna celebrate one and disrespect the other. That doesn't make any sense. And now when people say they're so stupid, I don't know why they just don't. I don't know why they cover each other's backs. I don't understand why they just can't tell law enforcement what happened. I just don't understand why they just can't, go to the police or just like telling their friend for them. People in this world, whether if you have a brother, sister, a friend, cousin, maybe, you at one point have covered for them, right? When you have lied for them, to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Whether from getting in trouble or in school or whatever, but you guys, have covered for each other. So you know why gang members cover for each other, because you guys at one point or another have covered for somebody. And why did you cover for that person? They did something bad. Why did you choose to cover for that individual? And now that you have the answer in your head of why you chose to do it, then that is why gang members do it as well. It's the same reasons. Don't act like you don't know why they do it. You know why they do it, because everyone does it. Even law enforcement. When one of their own breaks the law, they don't rat them out. They choose to stay quiet, even though it's going to court and they were breaking the law. They choose to not say nothing, because they will be betraying one of their own. How's that betraying one of their own? You guys be telling us all the time, well, hey, just tell you. I don't understand why they can't tell it. Take your own advice. I mean, there's been dozens and dozens of cases to prove that does be occurring. And same with covering for people. What are the facts? Just look at centuries of human behavior, of individuals covering for other individuals. So people understand why gang members, cover for people, and people understand why they have each other's back, why they don't snitch, because they have all done it at one point or another. Here's another thing. People be telling, don't let yourself, if they hit you, you better hit them back. Like, if they don't be letting them disrespect you. All this shit that people be saying, right? Telling others, whether they're friends or whether they're children or anything like that, which is bad lessons being taught either way. Same with gang members. That's why they do what they do. They're not letting themselves be disrespected. They're not letting themselves get punked and stuff like that. Just like how you guys tell other individuals, whether it's your friends, whether it's somebody like, hey man, you better not let yourself, he disrespected you. What did you tell him? You had better told him something. But that's what people give as advice. You know what I mean? So don't let yourself to do it. So then they when they see gang members, out there, fighting it, well, what's the problem and everything? How many videos, those that now we live in the social world, how many videos have you guys seen out there of people fighting because of road rage, fighting because they cut them at 7-Eleven in front of the line, in the supermarkets for like the last canned ham, or when the pandemic first hit and people were throwing putazos for toilet paper and everything. Those were not gang members that were out there behaving like that. Those were everyday civilians that were behaving this way. Fighting for what? Toilet paper? Fighting for what? Your spot at 7-Eleven? Yeah, they say that we fight for stupid shit. They say, why can't we get along? Yeah, even Democrats and Republicans can't get along. Democrats and Republicans, you get in them in a room, the shit gets so heated that chairs being thrown and everything like that. But yet we fight for stupid shit. Then we're fucking running people over for toilet paper, but we fight for stupid shit. People pick and choose what they want to add, all these, what they want to critique. I'm not saying it in the sense to justify what a gang member does. I'm saying it in a way as why are you bashing this behavior and not bashing it all in general? If you think that this is stupid, then you must think that the rest is stupid too, because they're behaving exactly the same way as these individuals. You don't get to apply, no, it's different because why? Why is it different? Thou shalt not take a life, fighting for stupid shit. How is it different? Please explain. Innocent people are dying, innocent people are getting hurt, and all of that, and for stupid shit. So how is it different? Please explain in the comments. So what? Those innocent people deserve to lose their lives and stuff like that? What? In the benefit of what? Your country? Or is it because it's not happening here in America? So it's irrelevant to you. So therefore, that's why it makes it so easier to not point it out. Their lives matter too. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand, because the overall psychology is overall. You don't get to pick and choose. So if you think one behavior is stupid and idiotic, then you must think that the other ones are as well. So the same way you bash this lifestyle, you should bash that. I'm just saying, we can debate in the comments. Shout out, yeah.